Welcome to Football Index, the stock market for footballers. We're so confident you'll love Football Index and make a profit that we'll refund any losses up to £1,000 if you don't. This is how a welcome offer works. First off, create an account. The offer becomes active as soon as you make your first deposit. All deposits made within your first month are covered by our money-back guarantee. If you haven't had the most profitable start after your first month, you can email us and we'll refund your losses up to £1,000. You'll be able to withdraw your money or rebuild your portfolio from scratch. This is the perfect time to get involved in Football Index. Take advantage.
Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. What an exciting and exhilarating last 24 hours in the transfer market. I'm going to give you my viewpoints and opinions on the rumours and the deals that are being announced. The media are scurrying around like rats on a ship trying to get this news out to you. But you know that these YouTube platforms are the best place to come and discuss and debate the validity, the quality of the stories, and then the actual transfers themselves. What does this mean to the said teams involved? What does it do for the landscape of the Premier League? Leave your comments below. I want to know what you're thinking and feeling about them. Before we go any further, a big shout out to our title sponsors, the Football Index. We have a very special offer for you for anyone who's signed up and anyone that's going to sign up. Firstly, there's an exclusive link in the description below. Use the promo code Football Terrace to sign up. Everybody is guaranteed their £1,000 money back guarantee inside their first 30 days of using the application. But also what they're offering to Football Terrace viewers and people that use the promo code is a 10% bonus for all the money that you put into the app inside your first 30 days. So let's just say you deposit £500, you will get a bonus of £50 on top to purchase player shares with. All the information for that is inside the description below, so go and check it out. But we're here to talk about Arsenal. We're going to touch on Manchester United as well, because those two have dominated the spectrum in the last 24 hours or so surrounding transfers. And of course, I want to know the impact on other clubs, because Tottenham are after one of Man United's supposed targets. And of course, Liverpool haven't signed anybody yet. Anybody of any real note to their squad. And we're of course going to touch on the Nicolas Pepe situation. Seemingly looked as though he was guaranteed to go to Liverpool a few weeks ago. The contract was offered. The contract financially was agreed to, but the player was concerned about a lack of playing opportunities. At 24 years of age, you ain't going to be no bench man. Not after scoring 20 goals in your last campaign and assisting umpteen more. But we're going to delve into all that a little bit more detail. But as ever, hitting that like button, the share button as well. And give us your viewpoints, opinions and comments down below. So let's start with the Nicolas Pepe situation. Arsenal agree a £72 million deal for the Lille winger. And let me just start off by saying this first and foremost to Gooners out there. I'm going to remain consistent. I've praised Nicolas Pepe when he was linked to Manchester United. I praised Pepe when it looked a certainty that he would join Liverpool Football Club. So I'm not going to hypocrisize myself now and claim that he's less of a player because he's joined Arsenal. This deal for Arsenal Football Club is nothing short of sensational. 24 years of age, skillful, intelligent, creative, athletic. So much of that has been missing in the wide positions for Arsenal Football Club for a long time. Iwobi is good, but not on Pepe's level. And we know that Henrik Mkhitaryan is simply not up to the task. Arsenal have a big gap in their team in terms of goals coming from outside of their strikers, with Aaron Ramsey leaving as an example. And Pepe is perfect. He is absolutely perfect for Arsenal Football Club. I really think he is. As mentioned, he scored, it wasn't 22, as I said earlier, 23 goals for Lille last season, which is massive. And as this article goes on to say, and he satisfies Arsenal's need for a wide player with pace and high technical ability. And let's not get twisted here. Pepe isn't just a pace merchant. He isn't sort of a Theo Wilcott in many ways. This guy has genuine skill, great intelligence, wonderful movement, can go down the line, can cut inside. And also has the ability to play a couple of different positions as well, if that is required. And the interesting point as well that this BBC story then alludes onto, and I want Guna's opinions on this. How will Crystal Palace be feeling? Are they happy that they're going to keep... It looks like they're going to keep Wilfried Zaha now. Or do you think they're actually going to be a little bit gutted? They're actually going to be a little bit gutted that Arsenal seemingly wanted Zaha initially. Maybe Arsenal felt that Pepe was out of their reach. They thought that the deal to Liverpool was done. There's no point in talking to Lille, talking to the player. No point in trying to convince him to come here when he's going to be a Liverpool player. But maybe Palace now regret not taking the £40 million plus a couple of Arsenal squad players into their team, because Zaha is going to feel frustrated at this. Nicolas Pepe is taking his position and his place that Unai Emery wanted him for at Arsenal. And I'm not saying Wilfried Zaha is unprofessional. I'm not suggesting that for a second. But keeping hold of players that do not want to be at your football club has a history, has a huge history of going wrong. It really, really does. Let's take a look here at Nicolas Pepe's TFT player profile. And as you can see, 24 years of age, plays as a forward and or winger. In this day and age, do we have real wingers? Are they inside forwards? Everybody's got a different opinion on that. So let's just call him whatever you want. He's a forward attacking player. 47 goals, 21 assists. And do you know what really stands out massively there? 321 completed dribbles in his career so far. This lad is talent. And a real standout as well, if you are a Football Index user, is to look at his price there. £2.81. I myself purchased, just before recording this, 20 shares in this player. I actually think, give him 12 months and this player will grow by over 100%. He'll be worth well over maybe £4.5 per share. But in the course of since our last video where we spoke about Pepe a few days ago, he's grown in valuation by around 4.5 to 5 pence. His share price is going up all the time, especially now he's connected to a gigantic club like Arsenal with a huge fan base, and he's going to get regular game time. I think that if you are a Football Index user and you're looking to bolster your portfolio, he is certainly somebody that you should be considering. So there we have it, Gooners. Nicolas Pepe signing for Arsenal Football Club, £72 million. I want your viewpoints and I want your opinions on that deal. Another big deal that broke over the course of the weekend is Juventus offering Dybala to Man United as part of a Lukaku deal. And the reason I find this interesting is that Inter Milan have huffed and puffed and made, for me, some very underwhelming offers for Lukaku this summer. And they've given this opportunity for Juventus to put their foot in the door. Now, as Sky Sports here have said, it's unclear if Dybala would be keen on a move to Old Trafford, so this could fall apart. But from a Man United fan's point of view, it's an absolute must. It's an absolute must if you can get him. Dybala is one of the very best attacking players in world football. And just to understand this, I am taking this story from Sky Sports News. But Damasio and his representatives have also confirmed that this is a genuine offer made by Juventus. This isn't no fake news. This isn't some random unknown journalist making some claim in on some average website. This is Sky Sports, but even more importantly than that, Damasio. For me, the most credible journalist individually, and then the network, the work around him, his people, are the most credible people when it comes to transfers out there. There is no doubt about that in my mind. It says here that Juve are preparing an offer for Man United striker Lukaku and are willing to include Dybala as part of the deal. What stands out there when it says include him as part of the deal? For me, I would be happy. I would be hugely happy to just do a complete swap deal, Dybala for Lukaku. Dybala is probably never going to score as many goals as Lukaku, but that position that he plays is that second striker. Man United looking as though they're going to set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. He is ideal. Absolutely ideal. But as ever, I want your viewpoints and opinions on this, whether you're a Man United fan or a neutral. And let me ask you this question there. If you're an Arsenal fan, a Liverpool fan, a Chelsea fan, United signing Dybala, how does that make you feel? What will that do to Manchester United's chances of top 4? Does it push Man United, again, as long as they keep Pogba and as long as they sign a centre-back, does it push Man United into a potential title challenge? Are we talking that level of improvement across the team? I really want your opinions on that. Taking a look here at the TFT player profile, one thing, I said this the other day and I stand by it. One thing that's huge about Dybala, it feels like he's been around forever. We've been talking about this guy for 5 or 6 years in the footballing spectrum. But he's still only 25 years of age. 103 goals and 46 assists. Now, he has at times, of course he has in his career, played as the out-and-out striker. But the majority of it is the secondary striker and sometimes in wider positions. And we had a look a few moments ago at Nicolas Pepe, a very talented player, but only a year younger. Look at the difference in goals and assists and chances created. 198 chances created by Dybala. And equally, when it comes to dribbling ability, over 325 completed dribbles is absolutely sensational. You throw in those goals, over double the goals of Nicolas Pepe. 46 assists is phenomenal. And another thing I will focus on as well with him is his football index price. And clearly, the football market is encouraged by his potential move to Man United. And of course, there is still the possibility that he could end up at Tottenham this summer. No doubt about it. 7% growth. Since we spoke about him 3 days ago on this platform, there has been a 7% growth, 21p increase in the share price of Paulo Dybala. 21% increase. He, for me, is somebody at £3 per share is well worth spending some of your cash on when it's building your portfolio, because he's only going to grow and he's only going to get better, especially if he comes to the UK, because we all know that the Football Index is a predominantly UK only platform. I think you can use it in Sweden as well, but it's predominantly UK. Most people that have the app watch the Premier League as its main focus. If he comes to our shores, if he comes to our Premier League, you will see, for me, growth in the next 12 months of anything between 90p to around £1.20, which will give you a very nice yield and a very nice return. There has also been talk, and we did a big video about it yesterday morning, the Bruno Fernandes situation. What's happening with him? Is he coming? Is he going? Is the deal off? Have Man United ever been interested in him at all? For me, it's an interesting story and one that we're keeping a close eye on. Reports from Italy and Portugal claimed late on Friday evening that a deal between the two clubs had been agreed, that the player was ready to fly to the UK for his medical. Now, as we said in our video, and as our viewers know, we said, we're taking it with a pinch of salt. We're taking it with a pinch of salt because we've been told this before, and nobody, absolutely nobody, is clear around what is actually going on between Bruno Fernandes, Sporting Lisbon, and Manchester United Football Club. But it is a player who I hope we sign it. He is a player where I hope to see it go. I want it to go through. I'm desperate for it to go through because he's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And we spoke about Pepe and we spoke about Dybala, and I'm putting Bruno Fernandes into that category. A goal scorer, a creative player, intelligent, athletic, fit, young, has absolutely everything, but not too young. He's not an 18-year-old immature boy that's going to be a little afraid of leaving his hometown. This is a 24-year-old man, still with the best years in front of him, but with enough experience on the field and in life to be able to cope with a move to the biggest club in the world. So I want your viewpoints and opinions on those three stories, Dybala to Man United or maybe Spurs. Of course, the wonderful signing of Pepe to Arsenal. And then this Bruno Fernandes situation. What is your mind telling you about it? What do you think is going on and happening? And in terms of bolstering your portfolio with the Football Index, there's another player we're going to talk to you about in a moment who's a recommended player for us, and that is Scott McTominay. And I'll tell you why. 173% growth in the past 12 months. 173%. And his share price is still £1.04. Personally, I went and put this out on my Twitter account. I bought 40 shares in him at the price you can see on the screen now. I think that Scotty McTominay has an amazing season ahead of him. I think he has an amazing career ahead of him. And the potential for growth and for you to make yourself a considerable amount of money on Scott McTominay is huge. On Bruno Fernandes, who's now on the screen in front of you, since our last video with his player profile, which was 3 days ago, there's been a 6p growth, which is around 2.5 to 3% growth on Bruno Fernandes. The continual links to England are helping to fuel that. But this is also a player that, whether he comes to England or not, with the amount of goals he's scoring, with the amount of chances that he creates, he is going to be hot property for the next couple of years and is another recommended buy from us. And we spoke about Nicolas Pepe already, somebody that's a big part now and will continue to grow to be a big part of my personal portfolio on the Football Index. The move to Arsenal Football Club is only going to place the magnifying glass firmly over him. I believe he has the technical ability and the football quality to be a major success in the Premier League, which is only going to help drive that share price up. So if you are interested in the Football Index, use our exclusive link below and sign up with the promo code Football Terrace. Remember, you get your £1,000 money back guarantee inside your first 30 days. And all of our viewers that sign up also get a 10% bonus. So if you put £100 into your account and purchase player shares with it, you will get a 10% bonus, so an extra £10 to go and spend on players of your choice. How to do that is in the link below. It's an email. You have to email them directly to get that done. Tell them that you've signed up through us, and they'll do that. You don't have to rely on some algorithm to tell you. It's done by people individually. So, very, very good team over there. As ever, thank you all so much for tuning in. You know how much it means to us and how much we appreciate it here at the Football Terrace. Do us that big honour as always. Hit the like button. Please hit the share button as well. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Football Index, the stock market for footballers. We're so confident you'll love Football Index and make a profit that we'll refund any losses up to £1,000 if you don't. This is how a welcome offer works. First off, create an account. The offer becomes active as soon as you make your first deposit. All deposits made within your first month are covered by our money back guarantee. If you haven't had the most profitable start after your first month, you can email us and we'll refund your losses up to £1,000. You'll be able to withdraw your money or rebuild your portfolio from scratch. This is the perfect time to get involved in Football Index. Take advantage.